Do you know Liliana?
Yes.
Have you heard her story of matching her decisions with her desires? You got to hear about it.
It's an incredible story.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's so cool.
So does your desire match your decisions?
it's a good question.
We're going to talk about that on this episode of Coffee with Ken. You do not want to miss it.
Welcome to Coffee with Ken.
We are here at Coffee with Ken. And we're here with Ken Brown. He's CEO and General Manager. Butch McCracken. And I'm Dr. April Brown, Executive Vice President of Coaching here at Destin Global.
Yes, you are.
And we teach this a lot at our events and our trainings. And we hear Carmen say it a lot, our trainer Carmen O'Quinn say that our desire tells our destiny. And oftentimes, we don't realize how much our desire points to our destiny, but a lot of times we have to figure out what is really our desire versus what we have been trained in
Or exposed to.
or programmed to believe our desires are.
Right.
That is true.
And so it really is a lot of digging through what has been put on us to believe that there are desires.
Right.
Versus truly what is our
Yes.
desire and what is our purpose and what is inside of us to really fulfill. But how do we go about figuring that out?
I think you need to think about where it came from. I mean, if you're sitting there watching a social media post or hear somebody speak that kind of directly tells you what your desire should be through images or whatever, you really got to question, does that line up with what I want to do? Does that line up with who I want to be? You know, and just because a thought enters the mind doesn't mean it's yours. You know, desires are thoughts.
Well, and just thinking about Liliana, I mean, think about being in a different country, discovering who we are, going, El Salvador, and then digging into the teaching so much so that they're making a commitment to leave their country to go to another country to be trained. That is a different level of commitment, knowing that that is what you want. And what that is hearing stories and then validating those stories that people actually got the results that are proven from the training that they attended.
Yeah.
So that's showing them a pathway to get what you want because you see someone else accomplishing something and it's the life that you want.
Yeah, it lines up with your desires.
Correct.
Yeah. But really with her story in particular, that it was a lot of continuing to have to work through some obstacles because she could have been satisfied with, because we do have virtual, and so she attended multiple events that were virtual and got a lot from it, but her desire was to come to an event in person and continuing to work to get her visa so she could come here
and connect with us personally.
Yeah.
And now then she has that experience. So Liliana, we know that you're going to be watching, but now you have a personal experience. So everything that comes through, even through the camera, is so much different because there's a personal relationship with it. It's not just someone on the other end of a camera. It's someone that you know.
It's relatable.
That's really good. But also just being around that like-minded community and people. And
So
she'd
true.
been on virtually, but not been able to really be here and present. She's been very involved in groups and our
so many things, and
Ignite
commenting
Your
on
Life,
lines and social media and all.
coaching,
Yes,
and so many things.
Yes. So true.
But she kept asking, even how to go, looking for how to even go and use these skills in a way that she could get her visa, and kept working at it and participating in how she could be sure that she used these skills to know the person I was interviewing her and use the skills to turn it around for her to be able to get her visa. It was just really cool how she was very determined and using it.
And it goes back to what you were saying, though, is that when you start discovering something that you want, is to pursue that passion, even if it takes you to uncomfortable places,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mhm.
She had to leave her own country. She had to work to get here to do that.
Yeah.
But she knew that's what she wanted because she had done the research, she had done the work, she had done the groundwork, she had validated, she's participated at a distance, and then wanted to do everything up close.
Yeah.
So it's just when you make up your mind to do something, you have to do it. Then it's work to get there. But find the process, identify the right way to get it done, and go about getting it executed executed every day to help you accomplish that goal.
Being diligent at it.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, I heard
giving
something
up.
the other day, when you have something you want to do, you can't wish for it more than you're willing to work for it,
Right. That's a really good statement.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So true. It's not.
It's
not
going to take
magic.
work.
Yeah.
You can't sit
It
there
is
and
true.
wish and think and hope. That's all part of it. But without the work,
Mhm.
it's just a dream.
Yep.
Yeah. So true.
So it is true. That
and
is
it
very
comes
true.
back to the question that you were asking: does your desire match your decisions? And once we do have that vision, we have that desire, then it is really the decisions that we make to get closer to that vision
It's
and
true.
those desires.
Right. That
Yeah.
is very true.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it really comes back to that question of what decisions are you making right now and every day that are getting you closer to your vision and desires that you have.
It's a very
For your
powerful
life.
question. That's a very powerful question. Actually, it's a series of questions because if you're
Mhm.
asking itself that every day is, what have I done today to help me move closer to the goal that is in my heart?
Hmm.
Yeah.
And it really isn't just action steps, because really our training is all about becoming the person that you were designed to be.
Yes.
It's not just taking action.
It's
really
thinking
is
about it.
about
Mm-hmm.
changing your mindset,
Right.
changing your mental model to become the person that you were designed to be. And so many things that keep us stuck and not
Mhm.
making progress forward is because we can get so caught up on not just the actions. Yes, the actions are important, but all of those actions of who we are becoming
Mm-hmm.
through those actions.
So good. And
So
it's very
even
true.
the failures or the struggles or the obstacles are teaching us and helping us to become who we were created to be and
Yeah.
designed to be.
So good.
Yeah.
So good.
No,
I like it.
That's true. I was reading the other day that it's important right before you go to bed to thank Father for your day, but also to process your day. The wins, like you said before, what did I do to move towards the desire, the goal I want? Celebrate those steps, and then leave it. Because when we go to sleep, our mind processes the memories of the day, everything that happened. And if we don't process them in a positive way,
Mm-hmm.
it starts to categorize them for the future.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So set up, leave the day on a positive note, thinking where you were, what I could do better,
Yep.
because we all can do that. That doesn't mean it's not a bad thing. Process it,
Mhm.
and it gets categorized properly. You know?
So good.
So,
So
It is
good.
good. That's why we do continually put forward, and even in our training, of how to really get that mindset of
Yeah.
thinking of your wins. Because so many times we focus so much on the one thing that went wrong
Mm-hmm.
instead of the 100 things that went right.
It's so true, and it's why it's so important to keep your mind focused on positive things and plugging in every day to material and life map and all the things that we offer here to keep you going forward, and the
Mhm.
coaching and we have a lot of things here that we offer to our clients just to keep you moving forward constantly, and not all of
Mhm.
them are paid. There's free stuff
Coffee
that we do bi-weekly and
with
success
Ken, we
tips
have
and coffee with
success
Ken,
tips.
obviously this and
Yeah,
other
we have
things, but-
free life map content.
we do.
usually
You can
once
go
a
on there,
quarter,
and
so
but there's a lot of things in it that is paid for that's even deeper. Why would you want to pay for it? Because it's worth it. It transforms lives. The information that's in there transforms lives. Period. The
but
coaching that you're
usually
getting.
it is, and we've seen this time and time again. it is the people that make the most investment that get the most out of it.
That is 100%.
In every single event, even the ones that like they get it. They know not just to pay for the ticket, but they'll pay to be on the front row. They'll pay the extra
MP3s, everything.
Yes,
they get
to
everything.
get everything so that they can be listening to it afterward and
Correct.
putting it into their mind. And those are the ones that get the most out of it because they have made the investment and they know the value.
That is so true. And
Yeah.
what are we talking about? We're talking about an event that's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
First Steps to Success in
Yes.
Albuquerque
New Mexico.
on your birthday.
Yeah, April
25th.
25th through 27th. And that is our first training of like how to really learn how to pay off debt, how to learn about personality and get personal skills and
Right.
learn how to talk to people when it can be very hard to talk to people, how to talk to people in a way that you will be the most likable person in the room.
There you go.
Those are skills that you learn that people
First
need. They're
steps, yes.
high level skills.
Yeah.
So that is our training, First Steps to Success. We would love to have you there. Information is below. Click on it. Get your ticket. Get your ticket early. Get your room block.
Oh.
This is
because
selling out. So, by
discounted.
the way, the last event that we had in Dallas, we ended up selling out in the last 24 hours. We sold the event out, which has not happened here in a very long time. It has happened. And by the way, this one last year was our most attended event of 2024 because Albuquerque is a beautiful place. I encourage you to get your ticket. Come. Explore the area, invest in yourself, give yourself some mental space just to enjoy the beautiful mountains and the scenery and all
Yeah.
that New Mexico has to offer, including amazing food.
Yeah, and going into, those who are business-minded, second quarter with that.
Yeah, it's time to
It
time to
is-
speed up.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. It certainly is.
Yeah.
So it's a perfect time to come, beautiful time to come to New
Oh my
Mexico,
gosh.
but also to be in a community of like-minded people, just like Liliana, that came from El Salvador. We have people globally from all over the world
That come
that
to
come
learn
to
skill.
learn skills.
Yes.
Some virtually, you can get a virtual ticket, but we highly recommend that you come in person,
Yes, we
get
do.
to know people, get to hear the stories of how much this has been impacted so many people, and it's amazing. We'd love to see you there. But thank you for joining us here on
Yes.
Coffee with Ken, where we come every week so that we can give you some update about some of our training and our clients and the results that they're getting.
Yep.
And we
Yes.
appreciate you joining us. Like, share, and
tell
tell
everybody.
other people about it so that they can come join us too. See y'all next time.
Bye-bye. Have a
Bye.
great day.
See you, gang.